Okie doke, I think we are live from what I can see here. Let me go ahead and do a couple quick checks. I see that we're live on YouTube, on Twitch, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and get started here in just a minute. If you guys are joining me live, definitely pop in, say hello in the chat. If you guys are joining this on the repeat, definitely go down below, drop me a comment. Let me know if you guys are playing some World of Warcraft. If you are playing World of Warcraft, what are you playing? Are you playing Classic, Anniversary, Burning Crusade, Hardcore, Birdo WoW? Let me know down below. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a moment. I'm just adding something in here to the stream and making sure that my chat is all working. Yep, and it's going across all the chat, so it looks like it's picking it up. Let's go ahead. Start. Okay, where's that button? Back. Camera. Oh, my camera's not even on. Well then, okay, well, let's go ahead. There we go. We have appeared magically here in front of you. Hey, welcome into the channel, everyone. My name is Brent. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. Today, we're going to be starting a brand new adventure on the PvP server known as Telebim. If you guys have never played over on Telebim, it's a 100% PvP server. The population on this server is a little bit less, right? Nordinar it's the original PvE RP PvE server. It has a really high population. It's fully all expansions, all new releases, all released. Ambershire is a fresh server. They're essentially on phase 3. They have ZG, they don't have Blackwing Lair out, and then there's Telebim. It's a PvP server that has all of the phases released on it. We're going to be starting a completely fresh character here today. We're going to be making an Alliance Mage. I've never played a mage to level 60, and I've always wanted to play one, either hardcore or non-hardcore. We're going to kind of treat this as a hardcore in a way, where I would like to just stay with one life potentially, but we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, if I die to PvP, it's not going to count. So what I want to do with this mage is have access to enchanting and tailoring. I think are going to be two very important things for my mage, and I'm unsure whether I want to have it as a human mage or something else. Dwarf mage, please, please. A dwarf mage may take on stone form, skill with guns increase, resistant to frost, treasure finding. Man, I don't know about dwarf. I thought I had a dwarf priest before. I guess the dwarf priest is dead. I was really trying to level each of these classes to level 60. I had the dwarf priest, the hunter, night elf, gnome. I guess gnome was going to be the mage, but I never really started the hardcore mage. High elf. I have a high elf paladin, so I suppose like the only reason I wanted to do a high elf mage was because of the enchanting bonus, right? If I make a high elf mage over on Telebim, I get plus 15 to enchanting, so that'll actually help me out a lot with making my wand. Well, obviously, I do think that being able to look for treasure. Telebim is very, very let's see here. I don't know if I have a character name You're Challenged on here. I think Stoneform. What does Stoneform do? It decreases the amount of damage you take by 5%, resistant to frost, treasure finding. I do want to take enchanting and tailoring. So enchanting and tailoring don't take any sort of tracking features. So I think this would work out well. In terms of challenges, because we are playing on a PvP server, I'm not going to be doing any specific challenges. Yeah, slow and steady. Honestly, it wouldn't be so bad. Let's still do slow and steady. We gain 50% less experience when defeating enemies, lose 5% experience from current level upon being defeated by enemies. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the slow and steady challenge. I'm doing slow and steady. I'm not doing hardcore. We're going to be making a mage, a dwarf mage. So Big Ape Gaming, dwarf mage it is. We're going to go ahead and do some of the coloring here now. I'm going to go ahead and do the stripes across the eyes. See if we can get some awesome red eyes or something. Not like an angry face red-eyed. But I do want something. Well, I guess maybe we'll do like some blue. Yeah, we'll do some blue eyes. Hairstyle. Let's go ahead and decide on the hair. There's not a lot of great options for woof, man. Woof. I don't know what the heck kind of hair. Oh, what if I do a male? Oh. Oh my. I don't know if I should stick with the male or female. I guess last time I rolled a female dwarf. I think maybe we can do like a male dwarf this time, but they look even worse. Male dwarf with a long beard. I guess you kind of do have to have a beard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the beard helps so much. The beard helps a ton. Let's see. Does he have any crazy issue? Now, they just have generic kind of hair here. I'll just go with the black. Black facial hair. Let's go ahead and choose kind of hairstyle that goes best with. Yeah, I think the male mage is going to be the best looking thing. I don't know if I like that hair. It's an interesting one. I like that with the carvings. It looks kind of nice. The mohawk. I think I'm going to go with the mohawk hairstyle and then face. Okay, last thing is the face. Those eyes right there, those look like crazy eyes right there. Okay, we have crazy eyes as an option here. I like the crazy eyes. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the crazy eyes. Okay, there we go, guys. What version of WoW is this? Hey, welcome into the stream. We are playing on Turtle World of Warcraft. It is World of Warcraft, the Mysteries of Azeroth. We are playing Classic Plus, where essentially on Classic Plus over on Turtle WoW, you have access to the High Elves and you have access to the Goblins. Both of them have very unique starting zones. And on this server, you also have additional challenges. You have the Hardcore Challenge, Level 1 Lunatic, Slow and Steady, the Boring Adventure, the Vagrant Endeavor, the Exhaustion, Traveling Craftmaster, and the Path of the Brewmaster. Those are all the awesome challenges here located on the server. We did go with slow and steady, so during our journey here, we're going to get 50% less experience. I'm going to go ahead and go through here and disable a couple add-ons that I'm not going to be needing. Let's see, it's bigwigs. I don't need that at the moment, but it's fine. I'm going to go ahead and go through here. Mages can decurse. That's fine. I don't need this. I don't need Hunter stuff. I don't need the Appraiser. I'm not playing hardcore, so I don't really need to worry about the hardcore deaths and quests. Heal calm. I don't heal anybody. I guess it would be still nice to have representation of incoming heals. Don't need Hunter Swiss Knife or instance timers. Level range. Maps, mob stats, mobs to level. Those are all fine. Open clam, don't need that. Outfitter. I don't think I'll have actually multiple outfits for my mage. I'll leave it active for now. We'll leave postal, quest history, quick heal. I don't need quick heal. I'm a mage. Range circle. That was an add-on that I made that didn't work with what I needed. I need to delete it out. Range color. I don't think. Yeah, I think that's fine. Rested. I'm not going to be swapping specs on this specific character. Solar rate targets, I don't need that. Swing timer, not that important. We do need spy. Spy alerts me when there's an enemy in my presence, so I am going to be taking advantage of that. Tank buddy, you don't need that. There's Shigo chat, threat meter. Everything else looks good. Okay, so there we go. We're going to go ahead and log into the game. We just started up our very, very first fresh mage over on Telebim. It's a completely PvP server. So this is going to be an exciting journey, guys. We are going to be PvPing on our way to level 60, taking out as many people as we can. Now, normally during our hardcore journey, we have never been able to really just go out and do PvP because the risk of dying. But here on Telebim, it's pretty much, you really want to do as much PvP as you can. If you can do quite a bit of PvP prior to level 40 and get rank 3, you can actually get some good discounts. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this. I'm going to go ahead and get my UI here up to date. Challenge me to a duel. No. No, man. No. Let's go ahead and reset this. Jump to the next one. Okay. See if everything's kind of clear. Display tips. I don't need tips. Go ahead and get the preferred. I don't need the navigation arrow. Save and close. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set up my UI here. Okay, I'm going to go down to advanced options, darken UI, hide the griffins, hide air. Then I like the square minimap, and then hit OK. Gonna go ahead and reset my UI. Refresh it. It's gonna get rid of these griffins down on the bottom. Then, come on. If you guys have any specific questions, definitely drop them into the chat, guys. So welcome in Big Gaming and Sose. Welcome into the chat. Okay, there we go. See, the dragons are gone now, and our stuff looks a little bit better. Okay, next thing, go into advanced options. I'm gonna go ahead and show my bottom left, my bottom right, my right, and my right action 2. And then that looks all good. Everything else looks fine. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust some of these down here. Get rid of that. My guess meter, I can go ahead and put that down here as well. I don't need the TW ret at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and place it right here, lock it, and then toss it out. Let's see. Mobs to level. I'll put this here. Yeah, right about here. And this goes right here. And yeah, look at that. UI is essentially in a good place at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead. I always like to put the curse right underneath there. Perfect. What spec are you planning to be? PvP server. As much as I probably don't want to be Frost, I think I may need to be Frost. Okay, so right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and be starting our adventure. Dude, I have nothing. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Cold Ridge Valley Mail Delivery and the Dwarven Outfitters, okay? Okay, from here, we're going to go ahead and be heading south in this direction. And we're going to go ahead and be taking out the Dwarven... What's it called? What's this called? We're going to be working on the Dwarven Outfitters quest. And I'm going to fix my distance thing because it's right in the middle of my screen right now, huh? Okay, so distance, menu. And I want to make this horizontal, and I want to unlock it, and I want to put it right below my screen here. Challenge me to a duel? Who is this? You're a level 3 priest man. Fine, we'll do a duel. You're gonna beat me though. As a smiter over here, he can heal. And I'm already out of mana. Okay, well, I didn't think I was going to come out of that winning. Obviously, I have very no mana, and he has two levels ahead of me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue working on this quest. Okay, let's take a look at the server population. So .s info. This server has, let me see here, it has 1,313 people online at the moment, which is not bad. 1,300 people are playing on the PvP server right now. I'm not sure if that's both on Horde and Alliance. Telebim, someone wants to get ganked. Yeah, but I'm not doing PvP. I am not doing PvP. I'm sorry, I'm not doing hardcore. I'm not doing hardcore on this server. So we're starting a fresh mage over on Telebim. It's a PvP server. I am looking forward to doing some PvP. Over on... What? Not HC? No, not doing hardcore today, guys. I've done hardcore for a while, and I want to do some... Oh, no, don't get it. Don't get it. Okay, good. Yeah, no hardcore on Telebim. If I went hardcore on Telebim streaming, I would not make it very far. Absolutely, probably wouldn't make it past, what, 20? Because as soon as I hit Ashen Vale or Darkshore, I would get wrecked. Never seen you do HC? People can't kill me in the starter zones. The moment I leave a location that is specific to the Alliance... Am I done with this quest? Where's my tracker? Where's my quest? Oh, right here. And people kill you. Never seen you do... Yeah, all I did was hardcore. I played hardcore, nothing but hardcore for 3 years. From 2020, 2021 up until this year, 2026. I did nothing but hardcore for the past 3 years. I leveled a hardcore paladin 2 times. Well, 2 times. I leveled a hunter, a priest, a druid 2 times, a warrior. So I leveled 7 hardcore characters over the last few years and raided through Blackwing Lair. Never seen him do HC, not on Slow and Steady Warrior, not on a Druid, right? Yeah, I did a lot of hardcore. Let's see, I need 3 more tough meat. One thing that I've noticed about Telebim is that on Telebim, you actually get 50% more experience. So while I am doing the Slow and Steady challenge, guys, I am running Slow and Steady. Whoops. So, let's see. I am doing Slow and Steady. But on this server, you actually get a 50% bonus experience. So normally, I think when I kill one of these guys with normal, non-rested experience, I would get maybe 50 experience. I'm getting about 44, which I think is common. If you were running Slow and Steady on Ambershire or on a Nord, with Slow and Steady, I think you get about 22 experience. Okay, there we go. Got the quest done. Okay, we're going to go ahead and run back. And we're going to go ahead and turn in the the Dwarven Outfitters. Okay, turn it in Dwarven Outfitters. We're going to go ahead and pick up a new item. Go ahead and equip that. We're going to go ahead and pick up the encrypted... the Griffic Ruin. And right next door, we're going to go ahead and pick up a new threat. And I'm going to go ahead and sell all the randomness that I have. Boop, there it goes away. I have... Oh, I thought that was a Hearthstone. Okay. Okie doke. We're going to go ahead and do a new threat real quick, and then we'll go run up and do the other one. Let's see here. Never seen him do hardcore, not on slow and steady, not on a warrior, nor a druid, right? I've done that a few times now. And I think you get my point. Okay. He was being sarcastic. Got it. Okay, so I need to kick out these guys. And mage is going to be... Are mages mana inefficient? Let's see. So Telebim is 2x experience. So with slow and steady, you'll be leveling at normal speed. Yeah. With slow and steady over on Telebim, I'll essentially be leveling at normal speed. But I get 200 slow and steady points. I get 200 Turtle Wow tokens for getting level 60. So if you want to get an account that has a lot of tokens pretty quickly, you should probably level over on Telebim with slow and steady. Because, you know, it'll be fast. You can actually grind on Telebim if you'd like. And get basically, you know, 100% normal experience. And then still have access to 10s, all the other stuff. I need some fire explosion. I guess I should go train. It'd probably be good for me. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I'm unsure what I'd like to do PvP as. I think Frost would probably be the safest for PvP. As... I mean, fire is fine too, but there's no crowd control. Both in PvE and in PvP. So if any mages or rogues... not mages or rogues. Warriors, rogues... attacked, I think I'd probably be better off using frost spells against them. 2 more of those trogs. Wowzers. Can't wait till I get my wand, yo. Resisted. Awesome. I guess I do... Oh, not that water. I have this water here. I do have access to other water until I actually make my own water. Take out some trogs back here. Started leveling a priest and regret it. I got to level 22 and every mob is hard to kill or I'm left with sub 50% mana. Priests are not too bad. If you can get a decent wand, the wand, you basically have to wand until level 30. You open up with a smite, then you put a Shadow Word Pain and you basically just wand and renew yourself. So you... smite, Shadow Word Pain, and then renew yourself and then wand it. By the time you're done with the wanding, you've recovered some mana, your spirit tap will pop back up, and then you will, you know, your renew will have kept you alive. You don't usually want to do Power Word Shield. Power Word Shield costs more mana, and it's kind of inefficient. I need 2 more lockjaws. Rockjaw. I heard Arcane is the most OP mage spec now. Even in PvE? PvP? It could be. Okay, we got level 3. So that is going pretty quickly. I just need 1 more of these guys. And then we're going to go ahead and turn this quest in, and then go get our mage training. I think all are good. Yeah, mages, usually everything is good for a mage. Obviously, in like PvE, PvP environment, there's going to be really good things. Like, I think frost mages have always been really good in PvP. Arcane, I think, is good in PvE because nothing has really resistance to arcane, such as like with fire. Can't really do Molten Core as a fire mage. Let's see. Back, or I could do boots. I'm gonna go with boots. And equip the boots. Okay. Yeah, let's go do some training. I did Arcane and a friend did Frost. The difference wasn't big. Ah, okay. Except easier for Frost to AoE. And yeah, I probably have to upgrade my wand. I'm probably playing it wrong. To be honest, def not min-maxing the 5-sec rule. I don't, like, I didn't mind my priest, but I probably would never play a priest again. Huh. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and head in here. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Refugee Quandary. And then make my way to the back over here. And talk to the Mage Trainer. We're going to go ahead and turn in the Glyphic Ruin. And go ahead and interested in Mage Training. We got Arcane Intellect rank 1. I got Conjure Food and Conjure Water is level 4. So that's coming up pretty quick. And I got a Frostbolt at level 4. So level 4 I get some decent stuff. Let's go ahead and give ourselves Intellect. And there we go. We got the Intellect buff. Give ourselves some extra Intellect. 20 more Intellect. Awesome. Is there any sort of, let's see, Weaponsmith, Warrior Trainer, Hunter, Rogue. Yeah, nothing as far as professions in here. Let's see here. I want to, but I can't bring myself to play a priest. The leveling looks so boring. It was probably the most boring class that I have ever played. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and follow the road and turn in the Coldridge Valley. And then go from there. My favorite class is kind of mixed between two right now. I really enjoy both Druid and Paladins. The reason I enjoy them is just for the option that I can do everything in the game. Regardless of whatever the person really needs, a Paladin is able to fill the heal role, the tank role, or the damage role. But after playing my Druid, I kind of favor my Druid more, just because my Druid was easily able to get geared. Within 2 weeks, I was able to get into any dungeon or any raid that I wanted to, because I could take on the role of anything. I could be ranged DPS, melee DPS, tank, I could heal. I could essentially do it all. I felt like I was kind of gimped in healing, but I pulled it off. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn in the Coldridge Valley Mail Delivery. And pick up part 2. And also pick up the Boar Hunter. And now, I'm going to go ahead and start taking out some boars over here. Yeah, my favorite class Wreck King would probably have to be either a Druid or a Paladin, just because they're a lot of fun to play. Druids are especially really fun to play, just because you can shapeshift into different characters, and it just feels so nice. Same dude, my Druid is definitely my new main. I fell in love with the class from the leveling process. Just a lot. It's a lot of fun. Druids are a lot of fun, and the skill level to play one to a really good ability is. I like that difference, right? There's a big difference between a good Druid and a really good Druid. I'm nowhere near like a really, really good Druid. I think there's a lot of stuff I still need to learn in terms of, you know, situational stuff, like knowing what to do here or there. Come on, I'm out of mana. But just the fact that on a whim, a Druid, like somebody dies in your party, you can automatically swap to a Druid tank, a bear, and start, you know, drawing in everybody, holding threat. You could become the tank when the main tank dies. And I have saved, you know, dungeon groups that way. I've been in raids where even in my Moonkin form, I went ahead and swapped into a tank, you know, a bear, and was able to survive the encounter with the healers healing me until the fight ended, and then we res the tank, and then we proceeded. So I saved the raid from being wiped out. It's just really nice to have that option. You know, you can pop out, you can just heals, you can help out with decurses, you can help out with just on the fly. I'm gonna go ahead and let my mana here pick up a bit. And Rhett King says, I just started Turtle Wow a few days ago and was going hard on the priest, but I have to pivot to something else. Was thinking paladin or shaman. Only thing intimidating about shaman is all the totem keybinds. Yeah, I think that would be pretty intimidating. I've never played a shaman on Turtle Wow, so I can't give much to that. I don't think I've ever actually played a shaman at all throughout all my history. So I can't give much advice on shamans. I do think that there is macros that are able to drop totems. I think the totems are not on a global cooldown, and I think that you can keybind on a macro. You know, there's a recall to recall your totems, and I think you're able to place them down with the macro. So that, I think so. I don't know. In hardcore dungeons, I would bear form and taunt adds off healer and off heal while playing DPS. Druid is goated class. Yeah, Druid you can do a lot. Like, my son is playing a Druid. My son has got his Druid to level 56. We're playing over on Telebim. So he has a level 56 Druid on Telebim. I have a 55 Hunter. And that's kind of the reason I started over on Telebim, is because I haven't played on Nord a whole lot recently, or on Ambershire either. I do raid on Ambershire on Fridays. I raid on my Druid. But lately, in between, we've been playing on Telebim, just kind of leveling our classes and doing some PvP, and looking forward to hitting level 60. My son's never played World of Warcraft at level 60 before. So he's looking forward to do a lot more dungeons and getting into raids and just having, you know, more access to that. I need one more boar. Oh, there's one right up there on top of the hill. Oh, there's one right here too. Oh, there's one right here too. Boom. Yeah, so as a druid in hardcore, you can help out a lot. It doesn't matter your spec. You can help out a ton. If the healer, you know, if the tank is doing a terrible job and the healer has that, you know, aggro, then definitely jump in there, swap the bear. You're in the perfect gear for it. You still have tons of armor. You can taunt, you can maul, you can swipe, you can demo. You have frenzied regeneration. You got the bark skin. So you have a lot of options there to reduce damage against you, to AoE taunt. And that can save a lot of people. Yeah, we're going to go ahead this way and turn in Cold Ridge Valley mail delivery. Cold Ridge Valley mail delivery. I like PvP server. Wailing Caverns was a bloodbath. Oh, I'm sure. I am very sure about that. Okay, so let's go ahead here. We're going to go ahead and turn in Cold Ridge Valley mail delivery. And pick up the Troll Cave. And we're going to go ahead and pick up Scalding Morning Brew delivery. And let's see here. I have to go turn this quest in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run back and turn this quest in, because I have 5 minutes to turn it in, and we hit level 4, and I want to go ahead and train my Conjure Water, and I want to train my Frostbolt. Those are both going to be pretty dang useful here. So while I'm traveling, I'm just going to go ahead and rebuff here. And make my way back to the trainer. And Rek King says, do you know if the war mode experience counts on the PvP server? There is no war mode that I saw as an option. And on Telebim, you have 200% experience by default. So you have double experience already on the PvP server. So if you take out a mob, instead of getting the normal like 500 experience, you're gonna get 1,000 experience for fighting and taking out a mob. Obviously, I am doing slow and steady, so I'm not gonna have, you know, that. Don't need that. Okay. Go ahead and turn this in. And let's go ahead and train level 4 Conjure Water and Frostbolt. And let's go ahead and put that on our bars. Frostbolt. Where is my Conjured Water? Oh, it's right here. Nice. Okay, we got some Conjured Water now. But yeah, you can't take War Mode on Telebim, but by default, you get 200% more experience per kill. Now, you are able to get a tent if you head over to Stranglethorn. I'm going to be training my tent as quick as possible, so somewhere in between level 20 to 30, we're going to be making our way down to Stranglethorn Vale. And wait, there's a quest back there that I missed? Whoops, hold on, we got to go back. There's a quest back here that I forgot to grab called Bring Back the Mug. Oh, okay. I know if you talk to the main Battlegrounds guy in the main cities, you can enable War Mode. And I thought it was a 20% buff. I could be mistaken. I just started looking. Oh, I didn't know that. I wasn't sure where the War Mode thing was enabled, but I don't think you can enable it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab that quest. We picked up Bring Back the Mug. Now we're going to go ahead and run back and turn in Bring Back the Mug. Yeah, I've never actually enabled PvP War Mode, so I wasn't sure. I thought War Mode was enabled through the character selection screen where you get that 20% buff, but I guess not. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and make our way down back over here and turn in Bring Back the Mug. And then from here, we'll go ahead and work on the Refugees Quandary. And then we'll go and do the Troll Cave. Okay, so turn this quest in, Bring Back the Mug. We hit level 5. Yeah, even though we have slow and steady, we are still leveling at a really nice pace. So I don't feel like slow and steady really gimps you on Telebim. So if you are interested in starting on the PvP server, you could get, you could start it without slow and steady, or you could do with slow and steady, and you really don't feel like you're gimping yourself. And you're going to get 200 tokens on your account. Which is my main thing for doing it this way, is that I'm going to get 200 tokens. Which costs less? Frostball's 25 mana, Frostball's 30 mana. Okay. I got to get this little thing right here, the little Felix's box. That's what I'm kind of going for right here. And you said Big Ape Gaming said they're adding a Ice Troll dungeon next patch, so Alliance will have their own RFC equivalent. Oh, nice! I think I saw the trailer for that. And then, yeah, the trailer looked really good on the dungeon. I thought it looked pretty long. They came out and said we're adding a small dungeon, but it actually looks fairly large. And what are tokens used for? Here, I'll show you. I will show you what they're used for. Okay, so every time that you take on the challenge Slow and Steady, or if you'd like to make a payment to the server, in this case, I took the Slow and Steady challenge, you have access to a shop. If you type /shop in the game, you'll have access to use your Turtle Wild tokens. Right now, I have 480 tokens. These can be used to do a race change, to make a guild quarter, to do a character name. You could do different skins. You can do different gameplay. So like you can get a traveling bank, a traveling repair bot, a traveling auctioneer. You can buy the brainwashing device. You can also get the brainwashing device for 350 gold. You can get different glyphs. So if like you're a druid, you can change the form of your moonkin form or your bear form, your cat form. You can get different mounts. So if you're interested in some of like these little shop mounts, you can get different mounts that aren't found in the game. Different companions. I wouldn't really buy companions. You can see there's fashion stuff. You know, the smoky wooden torch. There's headpieces. Yeah, there's a ton of different fashion pieces. And then there's roleplay. You can transform into these illusions. And the illusions are pretty nice. From what I've seen, most of them don't really have a lot of animation. So they're just kind of for the illusion of it all. But my favorite two items I usually get is I usually pick up the mule, because this allows me to store stuff into my bank or swap gear really, really quickly. And I usually pick up the repair bot just so that I can sell stuff on the whim. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take out this guy in here. But yeah, I would absolutely recommend playing always when you're making a new character slow and steady. It's, you know, half the journey on the server is getting to level 60. And honestly, getting to level 60 is not difficult when you're not playing hardcore. Getting to level 60 as a hardcore character, it can be a little bit challenging if it's your first time. But once you've done it a few times, you can actually do hardcore and slow and steady. Hardcore is going to get you a couple of rewards. It's going to get you the mount, a tabard, a title, which are the main three things. But I would always recommend doing slow and steady. 200 tokens, why not? It's completely free. It's essentially $20 worth of in-game currency, right? Instead of spending $20 in the shop, you could just do slow and steady, play the game that you enjoy, and get 200 tokens. And 200 tokens can get you a pretty good amount of stuff. Right, 200 tokens can buy you the repair bot, and that's a really common one. Usually, I like having the repair bot on my characters just so I can always sell and vendor stuff. And this is going to be an interesting. I have to get that right there, and there's 3 of them right now. Let's go ahead and drink up the full. I'm going to see if I can do this guy right here by himself. I'll probably clear this one out real quick. I have a 42 rogue on the hardcore anniversary server. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never played a rogue either. But I was never interested too much in playing on the anniversary servers. I know the big thing right now that a lot of people are playing right now is the Burning Crusade. Oh, this is not a good. Yeah, I'm out of mana too, which sucks. I'm gonna smack this guy down. I'm gonna just let my mana regen and just kind of smack him with my staff. I can do 4 frost bolts. Okay, it costs 25 mana. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit him with a few frost bolts here. Actually, I'd do it. For the mana, I think fire is probably better. Oh, it's 17. Hold on, which one does more damage? Okay, Firebolt still does more damage, but it doesn't average better. And I got my cup today. I died saving a potion. So whenever you're playing hardcore, guys, do not save your potions. Make sure that you actually chug those potions. It ain't worth it. It's so much easier just to buy a potion from the auction house for a couple silver than to lose your hardcore character to something tragic. And the $15 a month made me swap. And Burning Crusade just isn't my thing personally. Oh yeah, I like the Burning Crusade. I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite expansion. Wrath of the Lich King definitely improved everything across the board. Well, it was interesting to travel outside of Azeroth. Yeah, outside of Azeroth for the very first time, like into the Outlands, and see more stuff. And we're gonna head over here and do this last one, and then we'll have completed this 2 quests. Okay, the last thing is like right here. Yeah, $15 a month on a 20-plus-year-old game to play recycled content is not my thing. So the fact that TurtleWow is a completely free server and it's vanilla plus content, meaning that there's a ton, hundreds, if not thousands of new things to do in the game, right? Thousands of new quests, hundreds of new, hundreds of new changes in the world, right? I could probably, there's probably 100+ things that TurtleWow has changed specifically in the world, whether that's going into a specific zone and adding additional things like Stone Talon Mountain. This is all new over here. This is all new over here. This is all new back here. This is all new down in here. This has been revamped. Like inside of a zone, there's already anywhere from 10 to 20 things that were specifically changed in the zone, not including all the new quests. And then here, for example, right there, looks like this is probably going to be maybe the dungeon back here. It looks like it's all kind of opened up. They've redone the Nomor Reclamation Facility. They're going to be adding a new dungeon into this place. So yeah, there's a ton of new stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and turn. We're turning in the Troll Cave. I'm going to go ahead and pick up. I don't know. I can't really pick up anything. I'm going to just grab something that sells for the most. So I'm going to pick up the Sledgehammer. Oh, wait, look, a mace. And we're going to go ahead and pick up the Stolen Journal. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and do the Stolen Journal. Okay. Yeah, once we go ahead and take out the Stolen Journal, we can go ahead and... Whoops-a-daisy. I did not see this guy. It was hiding behind the wall. And Burning Crusade is pretty much what vanilla would have been if Blizzard had enough development time before release, minus Outlands. Yeah, you can get into the Outlands prior to the Burning Crusade by going through Dead Mines. Have you ever done that? If you have a Paladin or you have a Priest that has Falling... Oh no, is the Levitate is Priest. Slow Falling is Mage. You can go into Dead Mines, and if you hop onto the pipe, when you load into Dead Mines, if you hop onto the pipe and then take a, what's it called? The thing that increases your pixel size from Winter Spring. There's the Flask of Everwinter, I think it is. It increases your pixel size over the wall, and then you can kind of side jump and you glitch through the wall and you'll actually fall down to the Outlands map below. And you can get into the Outlands prior to the release of Burning Crusade. And I think on stream, I don't know if I did it on stream or not, I had access to GM when I was showcasing some of the new dungeons that were coming out with Dragon Mall. I teleported to, what's it called? They gave me GM access, and I remember I teleported over to the Emerald Dream. The Emerald Dream files are also in the game, and we went there. I don't know what episode we did it on. Like, we did it on stream. We went into the Emerald Dream, and there wasn't a whole lot there. I need to make some water, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and go slowly, make a few water here for myself, and then we can keep going, because this is my last regular water. It's almost a surprise how successful WoW was, considering it was released unfinished. But that's how that's how game development should be. I've done game development. I've made my own apps in the past, and honestly, if you do not release your game slightly unfinished, it increases the odds that you'll never actually end up releasing your game. So it's always better to get it 50% done and release it to the public to get feedback and work on it with small patches, right? With small little changes. It could be changes that need to be done because that's, it needs to be added to the game, or it could be changes that players see that need to be improved upon. And then you can use community feedback and, you supply, like what Turtle Wow does. They give a timeline of events of what they want to release, and then they created content based on their chain of events that they're going to release. On top of that, they also have hot fixes on a week-to-week basis that's being changed. It's showcasing that the dungeon is the server is alive. It's actively being developed and being worked on. There's a path for future content. You're not just playing a dead game that has nothing, going on with it. There's actually developers that are... Oh, he's hitting that one. That's a strong warrior. He's able to take out quite a bit. Wow, he took out the main guy. Sure. I'll take out this one. He chugged the potion. Look at that. Big old potion. Wow, that guy was taking on a ton of bad guys. He actually survived there for being hit from like 3 different frost bolts, and then the main guy was hitting him. He took out the main guy. Then I took out the extra ads that was on him. Yeah, I've made a game in the past that I really wish I had released and then kind of worked on myself, but I never released it, and now because I hadn't released it, I never got it out into the wild. I think if I had just released the game that I made, I think it would have done okay, and then it could have had some feedback on it. It was just a simple text-based adventure game, like a little text-based dungeon game, but I think it would have been fine. Some people enjoy kind of like the old retro text-based style games where, you have a hero, or in this case, it was called, what was it called? If I go to my Discord server, I had a whole channel for it here in the past, and it's called Heroes Downfall. So I was going to release a app on the iOS or Android called Heroes Downfall. Essentially, it was it was based on... Oh, he's back. It was based on a bunch of orcs sacrificing themselves to resurrect their old king orc leader, right? I don't remember if I gave him a name, but he was essentially an old orc god who they sacrificed themselves to bring him back to life. And with his sacrifice, he resurrected at the very bottom of the dungeon. And then what he has to do is fight his way up through the dungeon levels, encountering different players, like people, like good guys, and then he has to fight them and defeat them. So instead of defeating like goblins and skeletons and all the things that are normally on the bad side, on the opposition, you are a orc fighting. It's basically like playing the horde. You're basically fighting you're fighting hero classes like rogues or paladins or knights and taking them out along the way. And there's different types of events that you can explore and run into, like different dungeons. You could actually go into a dungeon and you could pick to go left or right or straight. And then you have different options as far as like choosing, do you want to open the left door or explore the area? I don't know, just a little text-based adventure game, but I thought it was an interesting idea. I had been playing text-based adventure games for a while, which is why I started kind of developing something like that. There we go. Isn't Blizzard taking Turtle to court or something? Yes. Yeah. Blizzard is on the big out for Turtle Wow. But that's okay. And boom, we are level 6. Let's go ahead and pick. We turned in the quest called. What was that quest? We turned in. Something troll. And then we just picked up Senro's observation. Okay. So now we got that. We're going to go ahead and run back to the mage guy. We're going to go ahead and turn in the refuge's quandary. Get some level 6 training. And then... Oh, wait. We turned in the stolen journal, okay? We turned in the stolen journal and we pick up Senro's observation. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and head on back and turn this... the quandary quest in and then train level 6. And Miles Morales, hey, welcome into the stream, Miles. Welcome in, welcome in. Miles says they can't. The owners are in Russia. Turtle Wow is forever. Yeah, they can sue people, right? In the US, you have the ability to sue whoever you'd like. There's a lot of things that are very sue happy, but you can't get them to shut it down. As the servers are located overseas, obviously you could target creators, you could target their hosting, you could target their advertising, you could target a ton of different things out there. You could target the people individually if they were in a country that would extradite them. But in this case, that doesn't happen. So, fireball. I need 1 silver. Let's go ahead and train. Let's go ahead and sell something real quick. Dude, look at the size of the staff. It is like 2 times the size of me. Okay, hold on. I need to... Oh, I can sell stuff here. Okay. Let's sell my tough jerky, my bent staff. Gold, I don't need herbal stuff. I don't need bread, and I don't need refreshing spring water. What's this down here? Oh, I need bags. Oh my, I don't have any bags. Okay, we now have conjured food. And yeah, oh, that's kind of funny. Yeah, it's okay, right? I think, in all honesty, I think the announcement that Blizzard was suing Turtle Wow made Turtle Wow more popular. So if they just had left it, it would have been one thing. But I think because they sued him, I think it just made it more popular and was more of a word of mouth thing for them. We got Fire Blast now as well. We got that here. We got rank 2 Fireball. Oh. And I think that's everything. Okay, cool. We trained everything and we're moving on. Trained it. Well, welcome into the stream, Miles. How is everything going with you? Yeah, right now we're playing on the PvP server. If you guys are interested in checking out Turtle Wow, it's completely free to play. There's 3, basically, EU NA servers that are active. There is Nordinar, which is the original server, Ambershire, which is a reset. They're like on phase 3 release. They don't have Blackwing Lair yet, but they have Molten Core, they have Ani, and they have Karazhan 10 Man. Oh wait, no, they also have ZG. So they have 4 raids right now: MC, Ani, Karazhan 10, and ZG. The next raid that's going to be released is Blackwing Lair. Okay, so right here we're turning in the senior observation, Senors, and picking up part 2. And then over here, we're going to go ahead and pick up supplies to Tannock. And I think that's it. Look at that. We finished with the zone. And now we're making our way to the next zone. Oh boy. Ooh, nice. Fireball rank 2. That is definitely nice and strong. And Okay, make sure I don't miss anything. If you guys have any questions, definitely drop it into the chat. If you guys do start a character over on Telebim, let me know. I'll add it to my friend list. And I always like to keep track of all those that are playing here on the server. There's a level 1 right behind me. I wonder if he's trying to head to the human place. I think we might have to fight one more guy. Yeah. One more guy right here. And then this server is completely, it's a PvP server. So that's it. Yeah, we're out of here. Oh wait, one more guy. Staff attack. Perfect. And then, yeah, like I said, this server has all the content. So there's nothing unique that's being held back here. This server has all the current raids on it. It has MC, Ani, Blackwing Lair, ZG, Karazhan 10, Karazhan 40, Emerald Sanctum. So that's 7 raids. I feel like I'm missing one. They're going to be releasing a brand new raid in Ashera called the Timbermaw raid. This is coming out here shortly. The Timbermaw raid is going to be released, I believe, in 1.18.1. So within 3 months, I believe they're going to be releasing the brand new raid. And Big Ape Gaming says, I've been playing since 2007, and I still wonder how people are and I still wonder how people have so many choices and races and still decide to play a gnome. I don't know. I was going to make a gnome mage, but I think I'm going to do that later on. My dwarf priest died, so I'm making an avengement right here, and I think that this is going to work out just fine. I have access to find treasure. I can use my stone form, which, you know, I think stone form is going to be really nice for warriors and against rogues. You know, being able to not be bled, poisoned, or diseased, and also have a 5% damage reduction for 8 seconds. I think that's going to be pretty good for PvP. And being able to find treasure is going to be pretty interesting as well. For sure. Okay, we are making our way to the new town here known as Aragos, right? Isn't it? Karanos? I don't know. I'm terrible with reading. Reading is difficult. Let's see. What am I? No, I think that's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and continue. Proceed to route. Okay, over in Karanos, we're going to go ahead and be turning in the Senor's Observation, Part 2. Boop, turn that in. Okay, up to the right, front of the inn, we're going to go ahead and be picking up Beer Blasted Bull Ribs. Beer Blasted Bull Ribs, okay. Let's go ahead and head into the inn. And we'll turn in supplies to Tanric. Yeah, right here. Supplies to Tannic. And talk to the innkeeper. Make sure you set your hearth here, guys. Don't forget to do this. I always forget when I go to a new location. I completely forget to set my hearth. Okay. Talk to him again and buy a malt. And now, if you haven't yet trained your skills, you guys can train your skills. Or maybe you're still level 5 and hit level 6. Make sure you train your skills. The mage trainer is across the street over here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pick up tools for steel grill over here. And let's see, there's one more quest back here called A Change of Heart. Let's run over here and pick up A Change of Heart.
Honored, I'm sure. All right.
Okay, from here we're going to be heading kind of northeast and pick up a few other quests over here. Yeah, we're just kind of loading up on quests right now. Loading it up, and then we're going to start knocking them out. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Stalking Jetstream and the Grizzled Den. Today we're not going to be going all the way to 1 o'clock. I'm actually going to be stopping my stream probably within the next hour. The wifey went to the school today. She's helping out some at the school. She's doing some volunteer work at the school. Then she's going to be coming home, and we're going to be going to the gym here when she gets home. So the Grizzled Den. Okay, we got those two quests, and then over here we're going to go ahead and turn in the tools for Steel Grill. And boom, we hit level 7. And then by the tree here, we're going to go ahead and pick up ammo for Rumble Shot. And this is a really good time that if you haven't sold yet, go ahead and sell any of your extra stuff that you don't need. I'm going to go ahead and just keep extra water just in case. I don't know if I really need to, but I'm going to for the time being. Okay. From here, head back towards the town, kind of head south, right? We're going to go ahead and head south and start with some of the easier quests. Knocking out some boars. I don't like that taking out one bad guy eats my entire mana bar. But what can you do? 'Tis the life of a mage. Okay, got our mana. Do mages have anything that restores their mana on a better... obviously they have water and they can make their own water, but it still seems like it's going to be a pain to constantly stop and drink water. Or is that just the normal mage activity? Activity is drinking water. What's your favorite activity as a mage? Like, what's your favorite spell as a mage? Conjure water. Conjure water is my favorite spell. Without it, I would be having to spend so much money on water in the from the vendors. Look at this again. We're drinking more water. Perfect. Okay, we're going to be doing bears and boars, and then we're going to go do the ammo for Rumble Shot. And then take out some bears and boars and finish that all up. Now, the reason here with the mage, I'm opening up with Frostbolt. It kind of slows them down, and then I hit them with my Fireball. So that at least kind of gives me a little bit of... Whoa, he resisted my Fire Blast. So, mage-wise, it just feels good for me to... What quest over here I didn't get? Oh, because I just hit level 7, and normally I wouldn't be able to get this quest yet. That's why. We're going to go ahead and grab this quest down here as well. Operation Recumulation. We could probably get it as well later on. It's not going to play any big difference. But since we're here, we'll go ahead and grab it. Oop. Okay, grab the quest. Oop. Get out of here. Yeah, we got Operation Recompilation. If you're not level 7 yet, don't worry about it. We'll come back and get it later. How do we get... I feel like Super Saiyan Blue right here, just launching Kamehameha waves. Boop, boop. This guy's selling the Freezing Ban. Increases damage done by frost spells and effects by 21. When struck in combat, has a 1% chance of inflicting 50 frost damage to the attacker and freezing them for 5 seconds, which is huge. That's a big old nice ring. Okay, so we got the fur all done. You know what would be nice if I had skinning? Let's ask a guard real quick. Where is the closest skinning profession? Obviously, my long-term professions are going to be tailoring and enchanting. Where's the closest tailoring guy? Ironforge. Okay, so Ironforge is tailoring. I just want to see if there's an Dunmorrow. Okay, there is a guy here in Dunmorrow for skinning. Quest real quick. Where is it? Don't skinning guy.
Great to meet you.
Okay, professions, skinning. The skinners usually take all the hides into Ironforge to dry out. Why don't you head there? Oh, it is in Ironforge as well. So skinning's in Ironforge. Anything? Thought. Oh, okay. There is a miner here, but not worried about miner. Okay. Never mind. Let's go ahead and re-enable all of the quests. And making our way down this way into the cave. The Grizzled Den. The Grizzled Den. Yeah, there's the quest right there. The ammo for rubble shot. We'll pick that up here in a second. And then I thought I had a Yeti quest, but maybe not. Maybe that's up ahead and I don't have it yet. These cats right here, the juvenile snow leopards, they will rip your face off. You have to be really careful about them. If you look at these normal mobs, right? If I look at this bear, on the bottom right-hand side, you can see the DPS. This bear does 7 to 10 damage every 2 seconds for 4.1 damage per second, right? 4.1 damage per second. This boar does 7 to 10 damage every 2 seconds for 4.2 DPS, right? 4.2, 4.1, right? That's the average around a level 5, a level 6 bear. Now, if we look at the snowcats over here, the snowcat right here does 13 to 21 damage. So that's double the damage of a bear, and it attacks every 1.5 seconds. So its DPS, instead of being 4.2 or 4.1, it's at 11.3. It does 3 times the amount of damage per second that the boars and the bears do. So if you're not careful and you pull one of those accidentally, they'll begin to rip your face off faster than you can really expect. Okay, so now I need to finish. I need one more bear meat or boar meat. So let's go ahead and do one more boar over here. Hopefully I get this quest. Hopefully complete this quest. And there we go. Quest complete. And there's still something down here. I need bear meat. Okay. I thought I had. Oh, wait. I need 2 more boar meat. Did I sell my boar meat? I must have sold my boar meat. That was my bad. I need some bags too. And that's kind of why we're going to be taking up tailoring and enchanting. Enchanting, we're going to be able to hopefully craft our wand pretty quickly. And then to kind of tie that together, we're going to be picking up enchanting to disenchant a lot of our items. Now, the bad thing about picking up enchanting and tailoring is that you're going to make absolutely no gold from your items because you'll be disenchanting everything, which kind of sucks, but fine. It has to happen. Must happen. Is anybody else out there playing on Turtle WoW? Or are you guys playing on the anniversary server? One more board. Oh, there's a board right there. I thought I had these Yetis. Oh, I do have the Yetis. I'm gonna go take out some Yetis. For the Grizzled Den. Yeah, we are going to be doing some Yetis on down here. And yeah, I haven't been streaming a lot as of late. So the last, I believe, 2 weeks, I haven't been streaming on my normal Monday, Wednesday, and Friday streams. I've been particularly only streaming on Fridays. And I am still planning to not stream Monday and Wednesday right now. But because today my wife had an appointment this morning, she had some volunteer work at the school. And I didn't have anything else planned at the moment. I already released my video for my other channel. So I was already way ahead of in terms of what I wanted to do today. So that's why I kind of planned a stream for, you know, this time. On Friday, we're going to be doing our Molten Core raid on our Druid. And then depending on next Monday on how it goes, we might continue this character again, continuing the leveling process of him. I enjoyed leveling. Oh my goodness, dude. He resisted everything. And he resisted my fire blast. Wow, okay. We're gonna go ahead. Does he have fire resistance? Yeah, he has frost resistance by 40. Okay, so we're just gonna use frost spells on him. So my mistake was using frost on him when he is a Yeti. And he's dead. Okay, let's go ahead and eat some bread and water. I need some bread and water. So on this channel, I'm looking mostly to create VOD content, anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes, long-term content versus stream content. I feel like streaming, it's not as easy to make. Obviously, like it's easy to open up a stream and just stream, but YouTube doesn't really like the streams in terms of watch time and ads. So I'm not able to get people to watch as long, and YouTube doesn't care much for these streams, so they don't advertise in them, and I get like a low RPM rate. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm taking either content from my streams, or I'm making recorded content, and then within a quick 8 to 12 minute video, I'll put out the content and hopefully, you know, generate more views that way. And then in between, I'm still going to be sticking with my Friday schedule of streaming. And if there's like periodic days where I'm not doing anything crazy, you know, we're not have anything scheduled, then I'll go ahead and stream. But lately, Monday through Thursday, I've been going to the gym every morning with my wife around 9, and then we get back home around 10:30, 11, and then you know, I'll work on my other content. Like, so I'll work on making some pre-recorded content, pre-recorded content, and then after 1, we'll, you know, sit down, make lunch, and then go pick up the kiddos later on in the afternoon, and then go from there, right? All the afternoon stuff with the family. But yeah, we're gonna use fire on these guys because they're particularly immune to my ice. We've been playing since 2007 with so many choices. Oh no, I got that one. I wonder if these guys will link. Find out. Oh yeah, they do. It's okay. We're built different. Stone form. Oh, I'm epically stronger now. Okay. I need one more Wendigo main. Then I need one more Bormy, and we can head back up to town. Well, we're gonna head south, turn in the ammo quest, and then head back up to town. Okay. Oh, resist. Okay, nope, that quest is complete. Some tough jerky dropped. It sells for 1 copper. Don't care for it. So we're gonna go ahead and move. Proceed to route. I need one more boar thing, which I can go ahead and kill anywhere, so I don't have to kill it particularly here. But why not? Okay. Oh, that was not it. We're gonna head up this way to the... Has anybody else out there played on Telebim? I'd be interested to know if anybody else out there has played on the PvP server. What level are you at? Do you play Horde or Alliance? I think from the majority of those that I do know that are out there here on the stream, they've only played either on Nord or Ambershire. I haven't met very many people that do play on the PvP server. Ooh. Quest complete. Perfect. Okay, look at that. The map cleans up a lot. We're gonna head down south, turn in ammo for Rumble Shot, and then we're gonna return back to the town. Let's go ahead and put our Hearthstone down here. Can actually track it. Get rid of the... Oop. I think I'll do my roll forward will be Fire Blast. Kind of make it... If I roll forward, I'll just Fire Blast somebody. If I shift left click, or shift side click, it'll do my stone form. That's kind of my keybinds at the moment. We're going to be focused on taking out a lot of humanoids during our journey, because I do plan to be enchanting and tailoring, and I do want to make a lot of tents, so I am going to need quite a bit of linen cloth. Oh wait, I can sell here. Oh yeah, by the way guys, you get double, not only do you get double kill experience, but you get double quest experience. So normally, slow and steady reduces the amount of experience. You gain 50% fewer experience points when defeating enemies, but when you're doing quest turn-ins, you get double the experience for turning in quest. So it really does make sense on Telebim to do your quest. Do not grind quest, because when you turn in a quest, you just saw I got 1,000 experience for that turn-in. Heck. I heard somebody yell locked and loaded. It wasn't me though. Okay. Oh. Okay. We are running up now. We are level 7. We're gonna head back to Theranos and turn in beer blasted bull ribs. And now, if you guys are now level 7, like, you guys should be level 7, if not level 8. I'm going to go ahead and just get to level 8 real fast. I'm going to go ahead back here. I need... This says I need 22 bad guys to level up. I don't know if that's the case. But we'll see. All my stuff is going to be expiring here in a minute. Bam. Oh, my kill sucks. The level actually went up. How did it go up, man? Yeah, roll forward and I do a fire blast. Yeah, okay. We'll just go to town. Well met. Yeah, it's faster just to do the quests. Okay, on the way to town, we're going to go ahead and pick up the quest called Frostmane Hold. Check out that. We'll get some armor. Now, that's a much later quest, like at 10 plus. Otherwise, we're going to get clobbered. But over here, we're going to go ahead and turn in Beer Blasted Bull Ribs.
What's on your mind?
And we hit level 8. Awesome possum. Let's go ahead and find our mage trainer. I'm going to talk to a guard. Go to class trainer. Go to mage. And oh, the mage trainer is actually back here. Okie-doke. Let's go ahead and talk to the mage trainer. We are level 8. We're on a roll today. Priest mage. Okay, right here, mage trainer. I am interested in learning. We're going to go ahead and get arcane missiles. Wait, how much gold? I got 6 silver to my name. I'm going to go ahead and get polymorph, frostbolt rank 2, and arcane missiles. Okay. So arcane missiles goes here. We're going to go ahead and get polymorph. That's going to be my side click. And then I got frostbolt rank 2. Oop. Okay, perfect. We got some pretty good stuff. I can actually sheep stuff now at level 8. So I already got crowd control at such a low level. Okay, at this time now, guys, you should be at least level 7 or higher by the time you've got to where we're at. At this time, pick up Operation Recombulation from inside that little bunker back there. And then once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and make our way east to go turn in Stalking Jetstream. Stalking Jetstream. Yeah, right here. We're going to turn in Stalking Jetstream. Have you decided on the talent? I got a notification saying, watch to earn Cuddly Green Gurgle. What? Where? On what? That's hilarious. Oh, I wonder if that's from the normal World of Warcraft stuff. We're going to go ahead and pick up the quest Evershine. Retail drop. Okay, it's a retail drop. And then turn in the Grizzled Den. Okay. Now, look at that. We're halfway to level 9. That is insane with how fast we're gaining experience. So, I was just talking, Buzztronic, on Telebim. You get 2 times the experience, not only in killing enemies, but also in quest turn-ins. It's like a Murloc. Oh, okay. It's funny. Yeah, we're going to head west now. I got this new stuff. I'm going to test out Arcane Missile here. Ooh. That is actually pretty dang strong. Hold on. How much mana is that? It's 85 mana. Well, it's actually pretty dang good. It's essentially just spamming. Ooh, I got a bag. Nice, nice. It makes sense to use arcane missiles. Oh, we got 2 guys. Don't need you in my life, all that negativity. And when you kill players, when will I kill players? I probably won't encounter any PvP until at least level 20. Level 20 is when I'll have to go to either like Ashenvale, Red Ridge Mountains, Duskwood. Those are all PvP flagged areas. I mean, do you get double experience when you kill players? I don't think you get experience when you kill players on Turtlewell. I guess I'll have to see. I've never really paid attention to if that happens or not. So that is something we'll have to check out. That would be a nice incentive to actually do PvP, is like if you take out something. I don't kill players, so I don't know. I haven't killed anybody yet. Yeah, I haven't killed anybody yet on the server, and I haven't really checked that out. So that's something I'll have to check out. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, nice. I'm just trying to figure out a good rotation here. There is a treasure chest. What the? Oh, man. That was my bad. I didn't mean to shoot him. Age Wharf Mage. Yes, Age Wharf Mage on the PvP server. Ah, wait. I gotta rebuff myself, huh? Hey, a dwarf mage is better than a no mage, right? I thought about doing a high elf mage because of the plus 15 enchanting in my profession. On this mage, I plan on doing tailoring and enchanting. But I already have a high elf paladin. And my dwarf is dead. I did have a dwarf priest in the past that was hardcore, but it died inside of Skolomance. So in order to reclaim the title of best dwarf master out there, I made a new dwarf. And it is our friendly neighborhood. You're challenged. What is that sound? Right, that's the thing. Am I going to make money for my mount? I don't know, honestly. It's probably not the best professions for getting money. It's not. I might make money, but I don't know. Maybe I won't even go with enchanting. Enchanting is really tough to do. So maybe when I'm leveling, I'll go and do something differently. Maybe I can go herbing and herbing tailoring. Or just blink on cooldown. Yeah, right. Blinking on cooldown actually makes you go pretty dang fast. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn in Evershine. We're going to pick up a favor for Evershine. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Perfect Stout. And we're going to go ahead and sell all of our stuff that we don't need on us. Don't need this. Blasted board. I don't need. And, well, that's okay. You're going Arcane. I'm not sure the spec that I'm going yet. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a quest right here. We're going to go ahead and pick up Bitter Rivals, okay? Okay, so we got a lot of stuff in this area to do. We're going to go ahead and begin killing bears, leopards, and boars. Bears, leopards, and boars. Now, these guys right here don't even do anywhere near as much damage as the other ones. The other ones are doing like 13 DPS. These ones are only 5.4 DPS. And well, that's okay. Hold on. Let's see. Did I miss a comment? Tailoring. There was a notification sound or just a blink on cooldown. If you think about it, enchanting is technically expensive. Yeah, enchanting is very expensive because all your greens that you would otherwise sell to the vendor are instead being disenchanted, and you're not making any money off of enchanting at all during your leveling experience because no one's going to buy your crappy enchants. So no one's going to be making any sort of purchases from you. Everyone's going to be like, hey, you have +7 to what's it called? +7 stamina or intellect or something. You're like, no, I don't have that. They're not going to want what you offer. So you're not going to make any money. You plan to quest in Westfall and Duskwood? This sound, it just played just now. Huh. Oh, that might have been my mana. My mana's running low. Yeah, when my mana runs low, it gives me a notification. Forgot what it's called. Milky? Is it Milky? Yeah, I think when my mana drops below a specific amount, it gives me a notification. I probably need to turn that off when I'm leveling. I just forgot what the commands is for that. Yeah, see that sound right there? That brum, that's a that is notifying me that my mana is low. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of annoying now that I think about it. I kind of tuned it out because I'm kind of used to it. But what's the command for Milky? Is it... Hold on, let me go look in my folder, my add-ons folder. Base, add-ons. It's like Milky Scroll Stats. MSBT. MSBT. Okay, here it is. So low mana sounds. Okay, so I can turn off low mana sounds, and that should stop that. Yeah, this it's called Milk Scrolling Battle Text. It's this add-on that displays the battle text on the side of my screen. So all of my external damage. So here, if I hit somebody, I'm gonna go for this guy. He's not gonna draw the aggro from the other one. Okay, so when I shoot at this guy, the offensive damage is on the right. You can see all my scrolling text right here on the right. And then when I take damage, it's on the left. You can see, and then it has like this scrolling text right here telling me that I'm in combat or not in combat. If I take damage, you'll see it on the left-hand side. I like it because I like the notifications and stuff that it provides me. You'll see here I'm being hit for 8. I'm outputting 35 frost bolts. I'm being hit for 8. And it also gives you notifications when you're low on mana, low on sound. If I'm gaining mana, it has different different stuff you can enable right here. Like there's a ton of different triggers and stuff. You know, different procs. If you have a counterattack procs or Hammer of Wrath proc, you can even add new triggers into the game. So if there's something that Turtle Wow added specifically for the game, you can add it in here as a trigger event. I usually just use it for the sounds and health notifications along with the scrolling text. I like the text. Boop. Yeah, I'm low on sound. Is that what I said? That tree was line of sighting me. Oh, I bet. How can you ever be low on sound, man? Man, mages are a big ol'... I'm gonna have to conjure some more water. So I'm gonna go ahead and drink and then conjure some water. Okay, so let's go ahead and conjure some water here and some. Oh, perfect. Arcane could actually be pretty dang useful. I've fought arcane mages before, and they're really annoying in PvP. If a arcane mage gets you with arcane missile, you can't line of sight the shots. If you try and go behind an object, the mage will continue to arcane missile through objects, regardless if you line of sight them, because they've already initiated that with you. Now, the next time that they load up Arcane Missile, obviously it's not going to hit you because you're going to be line of sighting them. But that first go around, they could be Arcane Missiling you from anywhere from like, a couple hundred to 1,000 damage a tick. So I think Arcane Missile could be interesting. I think Arcane Missile would be pretty cool, honestly. So maybe, yeah, I think somebody was asking, like, what spec do you plan to do on? Lugout. Yeah, Lugat. I probably won't choose a specific spec today to play. I don't think I'm going to be getting level 10. I might get level 10. I was going to pop off here after this quest here. I'm trying to see if my wife is home yet, but I don't know if she's home or not yet. And, yeah, because she was going to send me a notification. Oh yeah, she's on her way home. So about 15 minutes or so, she's going to be on her way home. So here in the next, hold control and move it. Okay, so here in the next 15 minutes or so, after this quest is complete, we're going to go ahead and be ending the stream. I will probably be level 9. I probably won't be level 10 by then. And then, yeah, I still plan to go to the gym today. And then we have some time after afternoon. And I'll be eating dinner. I do like Arcane. Like, this is nice. The consecutive blast. It costs a good amount of mana, right? It costs 85 mana. Basically double what my Frostbolt does. But my Frostbolt does... I'm actually not sure which is better. Like, the Frostbolt does... I don't know. It takes about 2 arcane missiles to. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with frostbolts, fireballs. Resist. I don't know. It still seems like the kill speed is just about the same. And, I got a resist in there. Otherwise, he would have died a little bit sooner. I do wish I had skinning. Because then I could skin all these guys. But I don't want to do... skinning. I already have a skinning. I have to think on professions. I do want to make sure that I do take tailoring, but I don't know what my secondary profession will be with tailoring. I think skinning or herbalism would probably be really good. What's your guys' favorite professions to play with on a mage? I do like that. Pretty fun to just arcane blast people. Arcane blast in the face. And when it crits nicely. There we go. All we need is boars. Okay, sweet. I just need 3 boars slain and that quest is complete. And that'll clear up a lot of my map in here. Am I drinking? Look like I got up off the floor. I can't tell if I'm sitting or standing on this dwarf because he's just so short anyway. Oop. And we hit level 9. Awesome possum. It says my range here is saying that I should be... Oh, it's because my other spells probably have a higher range. I need one more bolt. Let's see here. Perfect stout. Oh, there's a bull. Whoop, fireball. And is there no blacksmithing trainer in Elethalas? Ask a guard. Can I talk yet in world? No, I can't talk yet. I cannot talk. I think I gotta get level 10 in order to talk. Boom, quest complete. Perfect. Okay, so we have Frostbane Hold. Which these guys are level 8 to 9, which isn't bad. These guys are level 8 to 10. Bring 6 shimmer weeds to rejoin. Oh, I gotta go over here and do this quest. Okay. I see what it is. Okay, we're gonna head and do the perfect stout real quick. Why? I don't want to knock out these real quick. I'm already over here. I'm gonna go ahead and stick over here. I'm gonna run back real quick and turn in a favor for Evershine and sell some stuff. So a favor for Evershine. I got a brand new... Oh, I gotta accept this. That takes me... Oh, I go over here to return something. Okay, I'm gonna head up. Sell some stuff fast.
What can I get for you today?
Clear up my bags a bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and head up and do Operation Recombulation. Ooh, a rare spawn. Level 11 though. Okay, we got about 10 minutes of game time left, guys. If anybody has any comments or questions for me, definitely drop it into the chat. We'll be back on Friday at our normal time in order to do MC. I do have to drink so much. That's bugging me. That is irking me a bit, is that I am having to constantly drink. And there's nothing that I could do to not make it so. Like, everything that I do isn't very efficient. I know. This guy has 231 life. Oh, I might actually be able to fight the... Yeah, we don't have Frost Nova. But I should be able to... Where is he? That's not him. Where is this rare spawn at? Wits. I don't... It's not even like showing its face, so I assume it's not close by. Oh, wait. No, it's not him. Wait, where is it on my map? On my map, I'm over here, so it's back that direction. It's probably inside that house over there then. Dang it. No, no, no. Oh, I got a disease on me, yo. I got a disease on me. One, two, three. When it crits, Arcane Missile is really nice when it crits. It's 36 times 2, right? Times 3 is 100 and some damage. Just doesn't happen too often. There's the one guy in here. And he's got a guard. So the chances of me doing this this elite with a guard is pretty dang low. Do it. Don't you do it. There he is. Gebelwit. Okay, let's go ahead and drink and eat. I'm going to go ahead and sheep him, take out the other leopard known, and then I'll run out and undo the... I'll de-aggro him, and then I'll come back and take him out solo by himself. Oh, dang it. That was a wrong button. We had a couple mistakes here, but it's fine. Okay, he's dead. Go ahead and re-sheep him, and then I'm gonna run out of combat over here. I'm just gonna run this way. And then I'll reset. I'll drop combat, and then I'm gonna pull him with frost bolts and just kite him with my frost bolts over this way. Actually, I have enough mana. I might be able to fight him right now. Uh-oh. Acid at me. Okay, so he's a caster. Okay, we should be able to fight him. I thought he's a melee guy. If he's a caster, we should be able to line of sight fight him using the door right here. Yeah. Why is there a snow leopard in here? One, two. Ah, he's dead. And we got a green item. Perfect. I got a cloth chest with 2 strength. Oh, wow. Yay. But we took out our very first rare elite. 2 levels above us. Awesome possum. This over here. And now we'll leave it there. It's fine right there. Okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and finish up this quest, guys, and be logging off for the day. If anybody has any last minute questions, definitely drop it into the chat. Otherwise, forever hold your peace. We'll be back on Friday. We're going to be raiding Molten Core on Friday, so if you guys are interested in a Druid playthrough of Molten Core, definitely stay tuned for Friday. Subscribe, follow along. That is what we're going to be doing on Friday. And then, oh my goodness, dude. Goodness. Resist? Going to resist me? Am I gonna run into something over here? Like I'm gonna get aggro right here. Oh, resisted me again. Awesome. I should have made myself unresistible. Ah. Use unresistible. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. I might be able to get this quest complete and get level 10, but we shall see. There's no point running to a town, as the amount of rested experience that I'll generate from the inn probably not worth it. But I'm not sure how many days will actually be logged off on this character, so we'll see. Maybe it's fine. I think I spammed arcane missiles a bit too many times right there. I might have eaten my shot. Does anybody else out there play a mage? Do you have any advice on how not to own every other fight? Or every fight? I guess intellect is going to be my best friend. And anytime I can get something that has intellect is probably going to be best in slot. Maybe intellect and mana. Intellect and spirit, but I need stamina. He still got me with that thing. I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully hit level 10, and then I can make a decision on what type of mage I want to level as. Frost is obviously kind of like the default leveling thing, where you can AoE level and be kind of safe in PvP environments, as you're able to lock people down in your shots, your frost bolt shots. Like you kind of freeze them in place, and ice nova and all that fun stuff. Arcane Missile is also really powerful. If I'm able to reduce the amount of mana I spend during Arcane Missiles, that could be pretty good for uptime. Arcane Blasts and Turtle. Arcane Blast is probably the best, do you think? It seems pretty strong. It does seem pretty dang strong. Okay. 1 cog and 2 gears. And then I'm going to go ahead back and I'm going to go ahead and do this quest and then Hearth. And then turn the quest in, and then we're going to be logging off for the day. And I should be level 10 after turning in the quest. And then I'll train and make the decision next time when I stream with the mage what we want to be. But I think, as Lookout said, I think Arcane might be the best bet. Even in PvP, Arcane is pretty dang strong, as it's able to kind of go through walls. You know, even if somebody tried to line of sight me, I think it'll be interesting to see how it kind of plays out. Wow, that Fire Blast is super weak now. Dodged. Dodged. Here, Fireball. Fireball. Arcane Blasts. Oh wait, Arcane Blasts. Arcane Missiles. There's something new on Turtlewell? Arcane Blasts? Like, Arcane Mages on Diablo 3 were a lot of fun. It was something kind of similar to Arcane Missile, but you had like the 3 orbs around you, I think it was. And depending on the type of glyph, your Arcane something would do different things. I think there was an arcane missile, or maybe that was like a wand effect. I remember mages or sorceresses on Diablo 3 had something like an arcane missile style attack. I need one more gear. Go ahead and do this. We also definitely want to go to the High Elf Zone and do the starter quests over there because we do want honorable reputation with the High Elves. Okay, we're done here. We're going to go ahead and use our Hearth to go back to Keranos. I'm not going to be worried about any of these quests at the time being. We're going to go ahead and Hearthstone back and turn the quest in here. Where is it? Downstairs? Where is it? Oh, here. Talk to the Thunder, complete the quest. Talk to him.
See you soon. What's on your mind?
Okay, I need to go buy Thunder Ale Brew, I guess. So head upstairs, talk to the innkeeper. Buy Thunder Ale Brew. Head back downstairs. Give him the Thunder Ale. Complete the quest. He walks away. Oh, and then I can talk to this. Okay, complete quest. Accept the next quest. Head upstairs. I sold an armor. Could have been my old. Oh yeah, that's old.
Safe travels.
Browse. I can sell this. This. I don't know if I need that. It's 50. Whole other. I need to buy some small brown pouches. I could probably buy them from the auction house a lot cheaper. Heading out. I don't think I'm going to get level 10. Okay, outside, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this quest.
My attention.
Rejoined new blah blah blah. Okay, that quest. And then head downstairs into this bunker and turn in the Operation Recumbulations. And then I'm going to turn in Return to Bellowfits. And I don't know if I'll be level 10 by then.
Hi, how are you?
Back piece. Back piece on. And you want the High Elves mount? No, I want the back piece reputation gear. I need to organize my my stuff around my map because I don't even see my Atlas map over here. If I had my Atlas, let's see if can I type Atlas? Atlas loot. Okay, so if I get the reputation honorable with the High Elves, then hey, we got level 10. Perfect. That worked out great. Okay. So the reason I want to get honorable reputation with the High Elves is because you can go to factions, the Silver Moon Remnant, and from level 30 on, you have access to these things right here. At level 30, you get this hero cape, 5 strength, 5 agility, doesn't matter, but 5 stamina, 5 intellect, plus 6 damage and healing. So at level 30, I have the best in slot back piece at level 30. At level 45, it becomes a 7 to all stats, 7 stamina, 7 intellect, plus 8 damage and healing. And then at level 60, it becomes a plus 9 stamina, plus 9 intellect, and plus 12 damage and healing. And then I also have access to the staff right here, which is really easy to obtain. So now that I'm level 10, honestly, I should be heading over to the High Elf Zone and begin doing the quest through there in order to get the reputation for honorable and the reputation for the ceremonial stuff, like the early level 10 stuff. right, this +5 intellect staff is probably going to last me into my level 20s. As it's really hard to get intellect stuff prior to dungeons. And then I also want to get this cloak right here. At level 25, level 30, I'll have access to the cloak. Okay, we hit level 10, guys. That's going to be the end of the stream. Because we hit level 10, we also hit our very first threshold for slow and steady. We got the speedy starter pack Turtle Wow. So may this humble gift serve as a token of honor for your steadfast journey through Azeroth. Keep your pace true and fortune shall follow. So let's open that up. Open up the case. We get 5 fashion coins. We get a finely tailored linen suit. And we get a 8-slot bag, which is huge. That's huge. That's my biggest bag yet. So there we go. And now that we're level 10, we can go ahead and pick up our Mage quest. Speak with Blink. And do our training. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get Conjure Water rank 2. Frost Armor rank 2. And Frost Nova. Let's go ahead and put these on the bar. Conjure Food. I got Conjure Water rank 2. And I got a new water, which is this one. Perfect. And I got a new Frost Armor. Let's go Frost Armor. That goes here. And I got a new Frost Nova. It's going to be my number 5. And there we go. Perfect. Now, I do have access to talents. I'm going to go through and decide after stream how I want to spec my mage leveling up. Not only for like leveling and dungeons, but also for PvP, as this is a PvP server. So I'm going to go ahead and be logging out here in the inn. In the next episode, we're going to be heading and turning in. I'm going to do this quest, turn this quest in, do the stuff here in the thing, and then we're going to be leaving. We're going to go to Ironforge. We're going to be picking up our professions, and then we're going to be heading to the High Elf Zone to do quests there in order to get the +5 stamina staff and work through the quest to get honorable. I kind of want to see Fire Mage blow things up. Yeah, I have to kind of decide. Do I want to be a Fire Mage or Arcane Mage or Frost? I feel like Frost is kind of like the generic one. I think on a PvP server, I think it'll be fun to be Arcane. But I'm going to go ahead and be logging out, guys. I'm going to be taking off to the gym. And that is it for today. Look at this. Let's do /played. Look at that. Look at this. We spent... Hold on. Unlock this window. And we are doing slow and steady, as we said. We're doing a challenge here. I'll update my stuff on the title and things. But on this character, we're playing on the PvP server. We are doing slow and steady, and we got level 10 in 1 hour and 56 minutes from starting this character. So we haven't died. Our death counter is still 0. So we're kind of doing it in a way where we're still kind of tracking our deaths. I would like to not die in PvE. If I die in PvP, that's kind of expected. As we get past level 20, we're definitely going to have some PvP encounters starting in either Ashenvale, Duskwood, or Redridge Mountains. So look at these stocky little beefy little legs this guy has. But yeah, there's our mage, guys. I do appreciate everyone for tuning in. So big shout out to Miles Morales, Lugout, Buzztronic. We also had Big Ape Gaming, Wreck King. I know we had Dodie in the chat as well early on. Gamer Hey. And I think that is everyone that I want to, that I saw in the chat here as of recent. If I missed your name, I am very sorry. I think those are all the ones that were in the chat talking. So yeah, stay tuned for the next stream. I'll try and plan it out and set a schedule. On Friday, we'll be back on our normal stream thing where we're going to be doing Molten Core progression. If I have some time between, if I get to the raid area and we're still super early, we'll go ahead and continue playing the mage for a bit prior to raid. So we'll go from there. So that is it from me. I do appreciate everyone for tuning in and hanging out. Definitely go down below, smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you guys enjoy the World of Warcraft content, and that is it. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.